Today we're going to talk about what is entitled Enoch, Methuselah, Noah Initiative. Channeling the New Jerusalem government, governance, technologies, patterns of Zion. This is what we need. You see, the three things is that Enoch was a portal. Enoch offered a dimension of time. He lived 365 days and was not, for God has taken him. What makes you wonder is that maybe those days that he would have lived, those days was given to Methuselah as an extension of time and grace. Methuselah was the only known man, according to the Bible, that lived the longest, nearly 1,000 years. It is known that Methuselah's death would usher in judgment, that it was actually grace, the extension of his life. Methuselah was Enoch's son. Extension of his life caused a grace period where Noah was able to have the time, that dimensional portal time to build that ark technology where people, the two of each creature, each animal, could have a safe passageway into the new world, you see. So we need all three. We need Enoch, who channeled a reality from another dispensation. But it wasn't in his dispensation to live and not die. That's in Christ's dispensation, the New Testament. Christ said, "He who eats of my flesh and drinks of my blood shall not die, but live." Christ said that if you believe on me, you shall live and not die. Enoch lived and channeled and pulled from a different dispensation that was far thousands of years before his time. So he was able to walk in, live in, and channel and pull from a different dispensation of a different, higher future reality that had not existed on earth in this day. We need men like that. We need women like that are dimensional portals, are able to channel things from the heavenlies, things from New Jerusalem and Zion to be manifested in our time. This creates a grace period. It creates a canopy on the earth so that it provides the people of God time to build technological arcs, if you will, technologies from heaven, to be able to transverse to different end time periods and to be as a way of salvation, as a way of saving the people of God, building the ark. You see. So we need all three: Enoch, Methuselah, and Noah. People, we need the spirit in Enoch, Methuselah, and Noah. But it all started with Enoch, because Enoch, his channeling of new creation, powers of the age to come, dimensional realities, caused his offspring to be an extension of time, extension and pushing away of judgment, extension of grace, which allowed Noah to be able to build the ark that saved humanity, to be able to transverse and pass into the new world from the previous judgment, you see. So this is what we are needing today. And this also relates to what in the GoFundMe account with the cherubic AI, cherubic real estate, and the VR Metatron's Cube, is that we are creating New Jerusalem technologies from heaven that is not corrupted by the Babylonian, Sodom, Egyptian influences, but is also coded according to the pattern in the features and realities of heaven, so that when it is transferred to earth, it doesn't cause destruction, it doesn't cause corruption, it doesn't cause slavery, it causes freedom and life, love, peace, and joy. And that is something we need today, because the world is suffering now. Many people are homeless now. Many people are sick now. Many people have lost hope. Many people are dying now. Many people are oppressed and depressed and possessed. Many people today, that's their constant reality, is misery and despair. Well, if we're going to channel the New Jerusalem and powers of the age to come technologies and government and the structures of New Jerusalem, then we able to supersede that structure upon the earth, as opposed to the Babylonian structures. We have the woman from above, which is New Jerusalem, which people are birthed from. When they're born again, when they're born from above, you're born from the woman from above, which is New Jerusalem. Therefore, you take on the characteristics of that city. You become a microcosm of that city, which is New Jerusalem. So you are microcosmic New Jerusalem, you see. Whereas the people of the world that are born into the flesh and sin, they take on the characteristics of the woman from below, the bond woman. They become subjected to bondage, still part of the Adamic nature, and don't realize it until they come to Christ and the veil is taken away. You see, so what we need today, rapidly, because the initiatives of the fallen creation, initiatives of the wicked governments are actively trying to conspire to destroy, to kill, and to steal. They've already done that post 2020 and onwards. They have set up ever encroaching infrastructure within even technology and everything that we use, from our smartphones to our TVs to cars to our jobs, to the government, to the media. Everything is like a web of slavery and bondage and deception. And if nothing is done to combat this, then people will be destroyed. The evil one will take over altogether. So there has to be a combating force of the new heavens, New Jerusalem, and the powers of the age to come. We have to be like Enoch and be able to channel realities from the powers of the age to come and New Jerusalem technologies, New Jerusalem government and governance and structures of New Jerusalem into the now, which will create a dimensional portal to extend time in grace to allow the people of God to build, not only the build, but be provided the resources, the provision, and the wealth to build these technological structures that forms a arc, if you will, that will help us to transverse and pass through wicked and end time cyclical periods. See, this needs to happen today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.